Mm, mm.
Can anyone do me a favor? Because uh, the professor just changed the format of the lecture video yesterday, and if you can open the course material, uh, you can see the. I think it's a Zoom version, not on the YouTube version of the class lecture. But for the week 3, I cannot open the week 3. The first one is seems like he didn't upload it successfully, and second one it need the password to have access. Anyone can open the course material and open week 3 to check it out.
Same for me.
Yes, hi Watson, good morning. What do you want to see in week 3? I opened it.
So you just lay out, sorry, just mute. I mean, if you can open the week 3 file, there's a 2 link for the class lecture, and I cannot open it. The first one, the the Tuesday class, I think professor didn't upload it successfully, and the second one I need the password. Okay. Francis, you need to unmute yourself. Cannot open, right? Same. Okay. So somebody asked me by privately, when does the discussion board due? So it's better you guys can finish it as soon as possible after each class. So I will check it out after each class. So like the professor mentioned yesterday, if you didn't finish, because yesterday the participants for the first discussion board is only 80 or 82 for yesterday, but we have almost 105 or 6 persons in this class. So please do it after each class. I can know how many people get the participation points. Okay. Brianna, is there 2 discussions a week? Yes, we have 2. We have another one at 1, let me see, it's 1 o'clock, right? So during that discussion session, there will be less person there, less students. That means it's like a big, like a small party. And so many people ask me so many questions there. And if you want to join that one, you will feel more like relaxed. Okay. But like I really appreciate you can stay you can get up so early, because I know now is very special time. If you can get up early, that means you have very good like time management. uh Let me see people's you cannot see you cannot see the tatas for the
Yeah, I tried opening it up, but no one. But I don't see. I think people. I said the 17 people have posted it, but like I found out that like it doesn't let me. Doesn't let me see like who posts what. So like I can't even see like.
okay. Let me see.
The last 2 discussions they allow me to see it.
Okay. I can open it, but maybe because I'm a TA, but I don't know why.
You just gotta make your own post before you can see other people's.
All right. I'll just do it out then.
Yeah.
Any other one cannot see, right? Okay. Let me figure out after class. Okay. Let's begin. Can everybody see the slides? Yes. Okay. So what we will do today? So same thing, recap the lecture. I will tell you some detailed things professor didn't mention during the class. It will help help your review. And another thing is tell you the format or any other answer any other question about the MIDI case. So for chapter 4, we learned during this week, we learned the cost advantage. So in the next class, next lecture, we will learn the differentiation advantage. So it's a very different strategy for a company. You can, for some of a company, you can choose one of them, or you can choose both of them. So it's very important when you want to start your business or to have another have another plan during the future for your company. So you need to remember, not remember, but you need to understand how you can achieve the cost advantage. There are two ways you can achieve it. So the first one is a firm reduces price below all of its competitors, and then the company will gain the market share, right? So the first one is let your price below any other guys in the market, and then you get more market share. Another one is a firm can choose the same price, same as competitors, but it can create more profits rather than higher market share. Like they can keep the same price, but they can reduce the cost from other aspects of the company, like the HR management or the logistics, any other one. So they can, if they use some unique like marketing strategy, they will get more uh, more profits, even though they input so much money or much more money than their competitors, but they can even they can get more profit by this way. Okay. So another thing is we have already been tested during the quiz is 5 sources of the cost advantage. So it's very easy to understand just by the apparent meaning, and so don't mix the third one, the fourth one, lower cost and lower input cost. A lower cost due to proprietary knowledge. That means the company has some unique knowledge other company doesn't have, and you can use it to get more market share or get have higher market share or higher profit. But lower input cost, that means from the input side, means at the very beginning, you can reduce your input in your like some resources like the HR management or like some raw materials, some other input ways to lower the total cost. Okay, so I will give you more explanation of each one of them. Okay, so for this chart, economies of scale, you need to know the line, the right line here, and the axis, the x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis is the volume of the production, so it's volume, and y-axis is the cost per unit of the production. So within the number of the production going higher, the cost per unit of the production will decrease until here's the optimal quantity is called minimum efficient scale. So that means the company can achieve economies of a scale during this scope, but it will have a this economy of scale during this scope. So you remember. That means the economy of scales doesn't work, exist this point. That means this economies of scale might happen. So that also means you cannot always want your company have a like higher production, right? So after, if you understand this chart, is very easy for you to understand the concept of the economy of scale there. Okay. So who is this guy?
That's the founder of Southwest Airlines.
Yeah, sorry. Let me open the chat box. I can see you guys. Okay. Yeah, he's the CEO or founder of the Southwest Airlines. His name is Herb Kelleher, and he's very interesting guy. If you have finished the reading of the mini case, so because we mentioned, so never mind. I'll answer this question. I tap any answer for this question. Why Southwest Airlines grow slowly during for its strategy? Not like any other company buy so many planes when they booming or like when they have a very good business. Anybody can tell me?
I would say the reason why Southwest Airlines grew slowly, because I guess in the beginning they'd start out with like a few destinations around like Texas,
Right.
but then like right now for now due to the COVID-19 they're just like still like they have only a few flights pretty much. It's not gonna be a big fleet.
Okay, so not only because the COVID-19, I mean like for the very beginning, like what you mentioned, they only start their business from the Texas and then spread into the whole country, and then add some like international flags.
Like Mexico, Caribbean islands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody can tell me like the COVID-19 is very good answer, and any other answer, like because it's under the title of the economy of scales, anybody can tell me. So why they didn't grow like faster to achieve the economy of scales?
Because they grow slowly and they have more cash to handle the unexpected events like 911 and regression in 28. I mean 2008.
Yeah.
2008. I mean.
Right. Okay, so one have like more cash flow, and to like also like well, I can see Brandon is very good mention like they didn't want to grow out of the proportion of what they could handle. Okay, so it's very good answers. So let me show. So because for the company, if they like grow too fast, if they in a once the economy is in downturn, the high scale of economy will ruin the or hurt the profitability. Also, you all know Southwest didn't lay off they didn't lay off any workers. I don't know it's real or not, or just like advertisement or marketing strategy for them. But if they didn't lay off any workers, so they have very big staff group, it will be very hard for them to survive if they are in the economy downturn. So that means what I mentioned before, the disadvantage of scale. So you cannot let your 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 scale of of economy, scale of the production is too big, that you cannot handle your your production or any other cost. Let me see any other answer from the chat box. Right, Carlos, you're right. Smaller flats, founder believe building a strong bond must. Okay, good. So I can see someone tell me they don't have a group. I'm not sure if you just enrolled in during this class or what reason. But if you don't have a group, please stay here after class and tell me. I will add you a group. Okay. Okay. So there are the four uh, for ability they can achieve if they have the economy of skills. You can separate it into two parts. The first one is just it can it can achieve spreading fixed cost. Another one is specialization. So for the spread fixed cost is very easy. It's just a math problem. The nominator is fixed. That means the cost is fixed. The denominator is larger. The answer will be smaller. It's very easy to understand. So for the specialization is you can understand by this way. There's two parts. The first one is equipment specialization, and another one is for the people or for the staff. You can understand by this way. If your company doesn't have like a high scale of a production, the company doesn't need any machine or equipment to achieve their production goal. So they only need some workers use like natural labor to finish the work. So that means they cannot have like very high volume. Just at the very beginning, they don't have the very high need of very high orders of their production, so they don't need any machine or any so they just use labor to finish the work. So also for the people, if they don't have too much work, they don't need the division of labor. Someone could do so many of work, like maybe the CEO can do a part-time for the HR management to recruit the new entrants, right? New workers. Like so many small business company, the CEO they hire their workers at the very beginning by themselves, right? So if the company have more production volume, the company will have the chance to divide their labor into like more detailed segment, right? Okay, any question? Okay. So here is a two term you need to know the difference. The first one is the economy skills, very easy. We have already know the concept of that. The second one is the economy of scope. That means because the first one, the economy of skills, that means the volume of the production increases, the unit cost drops. But economy of scope, that means the variety of the products increases, the unit cost drops. That means, like for example, the Coca-Cola you can see here. At the very beginning, they only have the Coca-Cola, the original Coca-Cola, and then they have a different kind of flavor, the Diet Coke, Zero Coke, or Fanta, any other their sub brand, something like that. So because they have the machine, or they have almost same kind of a process to produce the same kind of or almost same product, so they can share the knowledge to produce another or a variety of production rather than only one, only the Coca-Cola. So they can reduce the cost if they have like more product like Fanta or the Diet Coke or Coca-Cola. Because like, for example, 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, the company just released a Zero Coke or Diet Coke. They want more healthy diet for the customer, just because the trend of during that time. So the only thing they need to change is recipe. So they don't need to add the sugars, and they need to add some other recipe in place of the sugar, right? And to keep almost the same flavor of the Coca-Cola, right? So it's different kind of product, but it can reduce the cost of the company because they have a variety of the products, not only one. Okay. So for the learning experience and effects, I think is quite simple, but the only difference you need to know is, I think so many students are confused because during last discussion session, students asked me the difference between the learning effect and experience effect. They are same thing, but it's a little bit different, because for the learning effect, it means the labor cost decrease when the number of the units increase. Because like at the very beginning, if they learn something, it will be very slow. Like when you learn math or calculators, you will feel very awful. But when you try it again, you will feel better. And you will reduce your time to finish your homework, right? But for the experience effect, it means overall cost reduction, considering all the factors of the of production, not only for the labor cost. Okay, makes sense? Any question here? So people will see the effects, will use the combination of the learning and the experience. When they see these kind of effects, they will use both words, learning and the experience, but you need to know the difference of them. Um, okay, so next one is a lower cost due to the proprietary knowledge. So here's a concept of the proprietary knowledge. Yeah, drift. So information that is not public and that is viewed as a property of the holder. Like Professor mentioned the recipe of the Coca-Cola secret recipe. Also, the Toyota production system, TPS, mentioned during the lecture. So I can give you a further explanation of the POS system here. Also, the professor mentioned the whole process of this TPS, just-in-time delivery, level of the workload to smooth the production, use reroll control, find the bottleneck to increase the productivity. But here, the POS system here means it can cut the overproduction by ensuring that inventory mirrors demand so that unnecessary storage costs are minimized, while leading time are significantly cut, enabling uninterrupted process flow. So that means they can monitor the inventory to make sure how much volume they need to put into the production line to avoid the overproduction. Okay, so it's very hard for other company to imitate because you need to monitor all the inventory for the dealer or for any other warehouse. You need to create like brand new system to monitor everything. So basically, it's the same as some the logistic thing for the Walmart. It's very hard to imitate by the competitor. Okay, it's very easy to understand for this part. Okay, so lower input cost here is the means the inputs here means the resources such as people, raw materials, energy, information, or financing that are put into the system to obtain the desired output. That means at the very beginning, how much you want to input. So there are four primary ways that companies achieve cost advantage through lower cost input. I think for here, you need to know, like in multiple choices, if they give you like four choices, you can categorize them into the lower input cost rather than other four source of the cost advantage. That's enough. So you need to understand each of them. It's very easy. Okay. So for the different business model, you can use the different. You can adopt a different business model, or use same business model as your competitor, but use it by different way, like reconfigure the value chain. Mentioned during class, you can eliminate some activities or steps in the value chain, or like the example here is Netflix and Amazon. Eliminate real stores because they put all of their stuff into the online, so they don't need the retail stores. So also the thing you can use for the business model, not limited to the value chain, you can use like the when you take the big five forces into consideration, you can change some of them, like you can use a different relationship between between you and your supplier, for example, right? Or you can use like unique marketing strategy for your customer, like is for your buyer, right? That means like you can eliminate some of them, outsource them to another company, or you can change the strategy of each one of them to achieve a cost advantage. Okay, so I think we still have 20 minutes here. So I will tell you some notice about the mini case. The format has 2 pages and 1 paragraph. So the 2 pages is the original mini case, Southwest Airlines, and 1 paragraph is for the discussion questions we discussed during the last lecture. So you can use the 5 sources of the cost advantage because we have 2 questions for the mini case. You can combine them together and use like 5 sources, like 5 answers. You all use 5 paragraphs to answer this question. This will be easy for me to grade, and it will be more clear for you guys. And another one for Boeing and the Southwest question, the discussion question, you can go by 1 paragraph. You can use a few points from the SWOT, Big Five, or PESTLE. That means you can pick one from Big Five, another one from PESTLE. You don't need use all of them. Like you don't need like the SWOT. You need strengths, weakness, opportunities, something like that. Use all of the sources from the SWOT. You can pick anyone from each tool or each each tool, and you can combine them together because it's only 1 paragraph, and so it will be like more than 5 sentences. So that means you can do it by like 10 sentences. Also, 1 paragraph for each source of cost advantage. Right. That means for the first 2 pages is in, is for the mini case question. Right. For the discussion question, you can use any source from the PESTLE, Big Five, or SWOT. You can pick which one you want. So don't over a half page for the discussion question. Okay. Like 10 sentences is enough. Yes, you can use value chain analysis. You cannot figure out the proprietary knowledge for Southwest. You can think by this way because I think they have the because they only buy try their best to buy one model or one type of airplane from the Boeing. So that means it has like very strong. It's a strong buyer for the Boeing. So it's a biggest customer for the Boeing. So they can change some design, or if the company want to have some change for their plans, like their 737, and they can tell Boeing and let them help to change or restruct some structure of the plan, or change some detail of that. And I think there other company don't have this kind of capacity to do that. Also, you can consider their HR management. I think is very interesting, because for its founder or the former CEO for this company, I think it's very unique, um, um, unique, unique proprietary knowledge for this company, and they didn't fire any workers, and they use like unique ways to deal the problem with their colleagues, and stay with them together. Okay, and also their service to the customer is very different. You cannot imagine their CEO um, um, show up in your flat, right? So okay, that help you. Let me see any other question. Yeah, I will post the slides after class. It's okay if I put the two questions together at the beginning. You mean like leave 之后, that means that you want to keep or leave the question there together and then answer the question? Is that what you want to say?
You just mentioned that if we write the answer together,
Right.
like economic of scale, that can make your grade easier.
Yeah. So you questions, you want to put all or leave all the question there on the very beginning of the two pages, and then answer the question use
yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, everyone can do by this way. Put all the question on the very beginning and answer the question use the rest of the space. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, I have a question. So the format would kind of be like we would write the question and then have an answer under it?
So it's you can put all the, because I want all you guys like finish the question by the five sources of the cost advantage. So you can keep the question or leave the question, two questions on the very beginning of the page, and you can answer all the questions, use the rest of the space. That makes
Okay.
sense. Okay. That's very long with two questions. So Johanna, have you attended class yesterday? Paragraph along the 2 questions. If you didn't attend class, there is a article of the Boeing and Southwest. It is in the on the Ireland. I think it's a week 2 or week 3. There is a article, and you need to answer that question by 1 paragraph. And if you have any other confusion, you can ask me after the class. Paragraph. Okay, some other one have already asked, answered Johanna's questions. Thank you all, guys. So to be used. So Carlos, for the SWOT, PASTEL, Big Five, you can use it for the 1 paragraph thing. So for the 5 sources, you can use the cost. You can use the 5 sources advantage to analyze. But for the these tools you mentioned is for the 1 paragraph. Beyond that, the 2 pages thing is for the discussion question. Carlos, you can, because it's just 1 paragraph, could you like just change it, or you can keep it if your answer is reasonable, doesn't matter. Because requirement from the professor is explained by the tools we learned before, including PASTEL, but you can keep it if it's your answer is reasonable. Okay, because I'm the grader, I can grade it if I can give you a 4 point if your answer is perfect. Okay, no problem. Oh, any other question for the mini case here?
So just like you said, you can put the questions on top of the page, and also do you have to include your name, course, and date too also?
I just hear you can put the answer on the put the question on the very top. So what's your another question?
Are we allowed to put a name, course name, and date on the right hand side of the top of the page like all the other essays, or no?
Yeah. You need to put your name and course or student ID on the right corner or left corner, upper left corner or right corner. Yeah.
Okay, that's good then. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you think Southwest never lay off workers an advantage or disadvantage? It's very hard to say because I'm not CEO of that, but because the workers have like some company has like labor union. If they never lay off any workers, very good for them. Because like the labor union will not have like the protest, something like that. It will very good for the reputation for the company, but it's also very big cost for the company if they never lay off the worker. So I think the most important thing for them is to how to manage their layoff, manage their workers. If they just don't lay off workers, but they didn't do anything about their HR management, I think it will not help. But you can see the CEO always like stay with their employees together, and you can check so many interview or activities of their company by the CEO. It's very interesting guy, and he always stay with their employees. So I think it's very important for the company to let the workers work harder. So the one paragraph is okay if talk about the value chain, or does it have to be SWOT? Okay, so you can use each, or you can use anyone, any source from the tool you mentioned. You can combine them together, like one point from the value chain, another point SWOT. Okay. Okay, I think I should mute someone. Okay. Can I not include the question as you said before? I combine all together. Okay, you can do that. As long. Okay, so if you have already finished your mini case, also the discussion question, so you don't need to change if your answer is reasonable. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. There's some other reminder for you guys. So smile, it's Friday. If you just register class, I will assign your group. If I forgot, please remind me next week. I think it might be like 2% or 3%. Just register the class. Also, I remember during the very beginning of the discussion session, students tell me he didn't have a group, and you can tell me after class, I will stay here. You can tell me by the chat box privately. Okay, so Brianna, yeah, Nano, the right answer for the quiz. So if you answer is Tata Moto, Tata Nano, they are all okay. So I give you 4 points for that quiz question. So I will finish the quiz grid. Grading of on Sunday. So the second one is a mini case we'll do tonight. So don't forget to upload. The flex day is your resource. So if you want to extend your submission, you need to leave comments if you need it. And I can find someone they submit their homework late, but they didn't submit the flex day comments. So don't do that. You can use your resource. Also, if you don't use your flex day, you can share it with another guys. That means if you have 4 or 5, I don't remember, it's 4 flex day for you guys, right? You can keep it and share with another guys. right? So another guy may have 8 days flex days resources. Okay, so don't forget the quiz at the very beginning of that Tuesday lecture. It includes a chapter 5. Okay. Yes, if you don't have a group, stay here. And our class now is over, and if you want to leave, please feel free to do it. And you have any question, I can help you to figure out. And also, I can see I didn't finish so many questions on the chat box. I need to go one by one. Okay, thank you. Thank you all guys. Have a nice weekend. So don't answer too many thank you there. I need to go over the questions you asked on the chat box. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Watson.
Hi.
So I put my name under the no group list. And are you going to put us in a group, or we just join whatever group that existed?
Let me see, because that one has been that link not work. I didn't see that link anymore, so I can write down your name here. Yes, Brianna, I see your previous message. Yeah, I have already sent. Could I answer you after I answer the no group person question? Thank you. Let me open my. Discussion. Okay, so I have already added your I I will add your to a group. Is your pronunciation of name is Kimihana?
Yes.
Okay, so I have already done that. Okay, I will let you know which group are you in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question?
Oh, wait, is there a different link for the Google Sheets to add yourself to a no group list, or are you using the same one?
So what's your name? Matthew, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't add your name to the Google Sheet before?
Oh no, it's been on the Google Sheet for 2 weeks. I'm like in the no group list.
Yes, because I during last weekend I already sent the group sheet to the professor, and he let me to put all you guys into nine persons for each group. So I have already done that, but I think he didn't post the group sheet to all you guys on iLearn. So I will remind him. Okay.
So do I email the professor about the sheet? Sorry, to email me the group sheet, or am I already in a group?
So I think you have already, because I remember your name, I think you have already read your name under the no group, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I have already assigned you a group, but
Oh.
the professor didn't. I have already sent all the group sheet to the professor, but he didn't post up to the.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm in the same situation, so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. Just wait until the professor says what group we're in or like posts it.
So what's your name? Joseph, right?
Yes, I was also in the no group category.
But you have already filled in your name under the no group, right?
Yes.
But you are not the new enrolling student, right?
No, I've been in here.
Okay, so it's the same. So I already assigned anyone under the no group title. So I have already assigned your group, but the professor didn't post it up. So I will remove him. Okay.
So just wait on the professor, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. It's not very too late to finish the question for the Tata Moto, so you can still do that, Zhihao. You submit design micro done using.
Sorry, when's the last day to submit the Tata Motors post? Is that by tonight, 11:59?
I think you better do during this weekend until Sunday, because I will check it out each weekend. Okay.
Okay, also when you said, I think in the beginning of discussion, you said that the first post was very low participation, like there was only about 80 people participating. Were
Yeah.
you referring to the Tata Motors post that we have available to do this up until this Sunday, or the post, the very first thread about the unethical company? Which post were you referring to?
You can finish the Tatas firstly, and then if you didn't finish the first two, so you can finish it then. That's your question?
Well, I was actually wondering which one was the one that you said was low participation.
I mean the very first one, the week one discussion.
Oh, so the unethical company. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, you can do it, but like, because I'm also very busy, Matthew. So a regular way I to check out for the discussion board is on Sunday after each lecture, after each weekend. So you better do for after each lecture, and I can see your answer during the weekend. Okay, Brianna, I can answer your question by email. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Ms. Mayor, I think you are the new students for this class, right?
Me?
Yeah, Ms. Mayor, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I can hear you. I have already know your situation, and I will assign your group, so don't worry.
Okay.
Mm,
And then about the mini case and the Tata's motor discussion post,
huh?
I had questions about those.
Okay.
Yeah, for the mini case, I'm still trying to catch up on the lectures and readings. And I'm trying my best to get up to the mini case. It's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
So in the event I don't get to the mini case tonight, is it possible to get an extension?
So you can, because you just enroll in the class, so I can give you an extend to the next Friday or finish the for the case. I don't remember. Let me see the syllabus. if we have another mini case for the next week. Let me see.
I don't think there is.
No, because we still have the midterm coming up.
Oh, yeah, we don't have the mini case next week. So I will give you a extend to next Friday for
Okay.
for the first two case.
Okay, thank you. And then lastly, what's the Tata's motor discussion post people are talking about?
It's on the discussion board. You can open your iLearn.
Oh, okay. I can't see your discussion yet because I'm not technically officially enrolled. I
Okay.
should be in the next couple of days.
When you are officially enrolling, could you tell me by email?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Watson.
Hi.
Hey, I ended up, I thought the class was starting at 10:30. I walked in about 10:20. Is that going to be all right?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So any question for the discussion?
No. Any questions for the discussion?
Yeah.
No, just last discussion was graded based off participation. You said that you grade. Hold on one second. Let me roll up my window. Do you want us to write down our name or anything?
Sorry?
You said okay, we don't have to write down our name or anything, right?
Can you say again? So if the signal is not very good, you can tap your question on the yeah. You can tap your question on the chat box because your internet is unstable.
Yeah. Last week you it was we were graded low on participation.
You mean the discussion board?
Yeah.
No, I just mean the participants for that discussion board is not very high. It's just 80 persons at the very beginning for the lecture. I mean the Thursday class, but now I can see there is a 165 answers for that one, so no problem.
Okay, so you're marking from the lectures, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I apologize again. I was
So
I had 10:30 in for the class.
Okay, no problem. So are you familiar with the format for the mini case?
Yes, we have to have the 2 pages and then the paragraph from the last lecture.
And also the discussion question for the Southwest and the Boeing for 1 paragraph at the very ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have a good week.
Okay, Carolina, we don't need supposed to response each one. You need to answer respond to each one of the topic, but you don't need to to respond to each person. Any other question? Okay, so we still have 4 people here. So do you have any other questions? Or you just sleeping? Okay, I will end the meeting if you don't have any other questions. Okay? Okay, see you. Bye.